Alright people, check this out. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. The US Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. Check this out. It's a very important piece of legislature because this is the law that made it possible for black people to come and get citizenship in America, or to come to America to move there with the possibility of getting citizenship. Before, what we had was a situation where the United States would allow foreigners to come in, a certain number of people, and a lot of times these people were coming from European countries. So when the black legislators, black people in America, said that we can't be allowing only other people, other races to come in, we need to see more of our black people. And so this is how you got people from Africa, people from the different parts of the Caribbean and other parts of the world. Black people started coming to America and getting their papers and things like that. But what we see now is a situation where after you have left your country, Africa, Caribbean, or wherever it is, and you go to establish yourself in America, some of you look down on black Americans. Yes, some of you look down and you have all kinds of things to say about black people from America. Whereas it was their people, their forefathers, their parliamentarians, their senators who made it possible for we in the Caribbean and Africa and other places to come to the United States. And you cannot tell me that it is not happening. There is a mentality, there is a kind of discrimination among certain black people when they go to United States. They look down on black Americans. Some of them, because the thing is, sometimes you are in New York and these places, and you may not necessarily go to the place where you have black people in position of prominence and power. Black people run things in America. Probably the ones that run things, you never really go to the places where they work. But black people do things. There are black people who own their companies, big companies, who own businesses, who work in all kinds of professions. But somehow people believe that when the brainwash that they see, when they look at television and they see cops or whatever, and they see a lot of black people getting arrested, they believe that this is what black people is about, and that's not true. There are black people in America that I went to school with, and these are very solid people, and I still have friends in America that I went to school with. There are people with businesses in America. And the other important thing that I want to mention is, in a lot of these African countries and even Caribbean countries, when there were struggles going on, when there were a lot of oppression going on, it was the senators, the politicians from America that really pushed legislature to help change situation in some African countries. So you have to know your history, and you have to be very careful. If you don't have nothing good to say about black Americans when you go there, just keep quiet. Because the way I look at it is, some people believe that these people are just there, not working, wasting time. No, that's the ones you see. But there are a lot of very productive black American people who deserve the respect, who deserve respect and appreciation, because not only are they making life easier and better for people in their country, but also for us in other third world countries. And also we have to bear in mind that we people in Africa, the Caribbean, it is because your country for the most part is in disarray. It is because you're not satisfied with your country. It is because you cannot really get a good job or a good opportunity in your country. It is because sometimes you are victimized in your country. That's why you leave your shores and go to America. You understand? So the black people are really in a country that is probably better than yours. So why is it that it is so easy to criticize black Americans? You understand? Before you criticize black Americans, you need to look at your country and to see if it is running better than their system. You understand? Because you go to America and you criticize black people, but you're running from a situation that is worse than them, worse than theirs. So be careful, people. Be careful. If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. The black Americans, the mentality and the bad mentality that some people have of them is because of what they show you on the news. Because this has been something that they have been trying to do to peg black people, different groups of black people against each other. And we should not fall in that trap. This is the time of illumination where your eyes supposed to be open to see the tricks that is being run against black people on the face of the earth. So I just want you to at least ponder on those things and realize that black people made provisions for you. That is why you're in America and those places. So do not try to go to the people country and criticize them, whereas they were the ones who made provision for you to come. Keep the fire burning.